Okay, he's going again. He's going again. Welcome to the MediEvil 1 for the PlayStation 1 Speedrun World Record for 100%. We're going to be completing this game in full, collecting all the chalices as quickly as possible. It's gonna be a good time. Make sure you get comfy. It's gonna take like, ideally, an hour and 13 minutes. And we're straight up already into this run. He's already in there. That was the curse run, now it's the plus one. You got this, thank you. Yes, already cussing it up again. Lol. It's time to do it, yeah, Caper, it's time to do it. Assuming these guys don't lie down and dodge my sword hits, it's time. And he's not making that up, that's the thing they do. Okay, we missed that guy. We can afford to miss that guy. He won't be here when we come back, like he's all the way over there, and I barely managed to get him for the first time. Normally you don't see where he is. That's surprising. It didn't cost us any time to get him on the second pass though. That's quite nice. Okay, we're about to get 100%. You see that number in the top right. The chalice can now be collected. You have to get 100% in each level to get the chalice. Here is the chalice. Usually in this game, you kill a lot of enemies, you get enough to get the chalice, and then you have to go backtrack or find where the chalice is. Like, you'll see it before you can actually collect it, if you know what I mean. In Cemetery Hill, that's not true though. When we get to the room where the chalice is, we've carefully planned it, so we're going to get 100% in there. And you might be wondering, why is he leaving the Hall of Heroes? So we've just gone there, we've got the chalice, and we're supposed to be getting a reward. He's leaving for some reason. And the reason is, the first time you go there, the guy at the entrance will stop you and talk to you, and it takes like 3 seconds to get through with that. So we purposely leave and then come back the next time. And he won't say the dialogue that time. So you're gonna see us do a couple of weird sequences here where we get the chalice every level, of course, but we don't always get the rewards. We've carefully planned it so it works out though. You'll see. Alright, we're gonna clip through this. This is a very classic clip. It's so embedded in me playing the game, you forget how to do it normally sometimes. One of the oldest glitches in this game, I believe. And then we're taking the club on fire, because we gotta light the thing on fire to open the door to the wish talisman and the chalice. And we're gonna pick those up now. I'm pretty sure I got the wish talisman, I'm pretty sure I did. I hope I did, because if I didn't, the run's over. So there we got the chalice. And we're gonna do a 1 second time save clip here. Excellently performed. You didn't realize that, Caper? Yeah, you gotta learn some things today for sure. And then we can shortcut around the cutscene at the top. You know, if you've seen the 80% run, you'll know that stuff. You'll know you could do that. Yeah, Mega. What's up, Mega? Is it 114? I don't know, man. I was thinking I was liking the 113. I think that sounds better. But if you look at my HP bar, hold on. Look at my HP bar. Look how much health I've got. Is this a sign? Think about it. I mean, look at it, look at it. It says it right there. In a peculiar way, the goal, like the amount of money I've got, also says 110, which is my summer best, or the golds. How bizarre. How bizarre. Our gold is 110, and our health, or like my current state, is 114. True. I think he's doing it. I think he is. Alright, we're gonna club through this door. You know how this one goes. You've seen the 80% runs. Perfect. But it's gonna be a little bit different to 80% because of course we got to kill all the enemies to get the chalice. So we're gonna head down here and do that. There's a little technique you can do here to do something cool. And he hit it, look at that, mate. So smooth. Normally when you fall from that height, you slam onto the ground and, you know, you lose all your speed and you can't move for a sec. But if you time some buttons very perfectly, like frame perfectly, I'm not even making that up, then he will try to be able to jump the frame he touches the floor. And you can keep gliding along, it's pretty nice. Well executed from me, please clap. And here it's faster to jump off the edge and let the enemies die along with you, because not only does it take me back up here, it also means that they die and I don't have to spend time hitting them manually. I'm the only medieval speedrunner you see. Yeah, I'm kind of on top. Always happy and always well. Yeah, Mega, I think that's a sign. I think that HP number was absolutely a sign. There we go, there's Chalice. You gotta watch out for this guy, he can steal your weapon. The roam he had a moment ago, he did steal my weapon, and that's it. I don't want to continue after that point. So we have to go again, and here we are. Does it really, Mega? Wow. Now that's a lot. That's a lot of coincidences. Hey Oso, welcome Oso. Thank you for the good luck, appreciate it. Hope you are doing good. So there is the attack, which I may or may not have mentioned. I think that was last run. We can attack faster than intended with the daggers here. And this lets us kill the guy faster than using the crossbow. So that's pretty cool. And then we're going to quit. As soon as we get the key, like as soon as it's safe to do so, we press the quit button, and then the screen closes off in the circle like you see. But then I'm gonna do the same thing here. You might see me doing this. If I time this right, I press quit, the screen closes off in a circle, and then, you know, I'd already be hitting the level exit, which would make the screen close off in a circle. Basically, I sped it up and I made that screen circle close off happen like a second earlier, and it ends up ending the level faster. If that makes sense, it's kind of complicated. Here we have Return to the Graveyard. I'd say it's quite a tricky level. There's a lot of enemies you gotta get, and a lot of perfection required with technique to get them. To get them quickly, of course. I am doing an attack technique here, I'm not gonna explain the basic stuff, because you know how this goes. If you've seen this game before, you know you jump before you swing the club. Because then it doesn't hit the ground and you save 1%, and it also kind of acts like a headshot. So it makes them easy to kill. But the other thing I'm doing is visually it looks like I'm doing damage with the poke attack. And this is letting me attack faster than intended, but it also acts like headshots as well, so... It's a nice glitch. The poke doesn't actually do damage. Where is this guy? Where is he? Damn it. I lost some time to that. Couldn't find him. Obviously I'm blindly shooting at nothing and I can't see, so... Could happen. Has the potential to happen. We're missing some guys here. We're having a bit of trouble. It does require some precision to get these guys. Let's do better on this one. There we go. And that's the chalice, which is back here. We're going to collect this energy vial. If you weren't familiar, he'll explain it. Energy vials restore your HP. And... HP can be a little difficult to manage in this run. Of course, it's absolutely forbidden to go stand in a health fountain and heal up. Well, we don't have time to do that. So, we're gonna have to work with what HP we have at any given moment. Okay, we're collecting our second reward here, which is a life bottle. This life bottle is gonna appear above the top of my health bar. And this is more HP, basically. It's another 3... Well, we got 3 bottles now. It's a refill of my health bar. In simple terms. Okay, we're now going to an optional level, which is called the Ant Caves. In 100%, it's not optional. And this is because there's a chalice in there. But not only is there a chalice in here, there's almost 2 rewards from doing this one. There is a bit of a side quest in this side quest level. And we can obtain a special new weapon from doing this. So it's a very good idea to do this one early, as soon as we can. The reason why I've switched to the crossbow here is so that I can shoot this chest. So I don't have to mess about trying to get it open, you know? It's a very good technique. The objective of this level is to save all of the fairies and collect all of the amber. One of them gets you the chalice, one of them gets you the extra weapon. And they're all on the way. There's no need for detours or anything like that, it's all on the same path. This level is a bit of a maze. And I know where to go. So it's gonna be pretty quick. You can see we're now full HP, because yeah, this level's kind of generous with energy bars, and we're quite thankful that it is. Because the next like 10 levels are going to be crazy. 100% for this game is absolutely the peak of difficulty. It's a lot harder than any percent, simply because it's so much longer. I'm buying some crossbow ammo there. You might have noticed me using some crossbow ammo earlier in the run. I've now bought up at the shop and now I have max ammo. We're trying to skip this boss here. Okay, we got a second try somehow. Even though the ant was kind of blocking us, I'll take that. So you don't actually have to fight that boss in the speedrun, you can straight up clip past it and you're done. Yeah, why did we buy crossbow ammo? There is a boss coming up in the very next level, which can only really be dealt with ranged. And you might think, okay, use those daggers, use that technique you were doing before. But because the boss flies around in a circle, it's very hard to do that effectively. So that's why we have the crossbow instead. We got the drumsticks, which is the extra weapon reward I was talking about. That's the reward for doing NKs properly. And now we're heading back into Enchanted Earth. You shouldn't be able to complete this level yet. I'm missing the shadow artifact key item. But obviously he's found a way around it where you don't have to get this. And the way around it in this particular type of run is a very precise jump from this lift that I'm on right now, and we're basically gonna land behind the door that we're going to. Not quite like so, that's not quite it. Obviously I missed it. Losing 32 seconds by missing it. I'm now waiting for the lift to come back. And while I do that, I am healing up in the fountain. Because every time you fail this jump, or even every time you succeed with this jump, you lose a bottle. So you can see that I'm kind of limited on how many times I can try this. Exactly, Mac. That's the trick's official legal name. Alright, he's hit his second try. And now we have to do a very precise clip to get in. Which is pulled off very nice. If you mess that up and you fall outside of that out of bounds area, that's it, the run's over. You can't get out of there. Because you're not meant to be in there that early. Alright guys, seizure warning. There is a trick you can do here to make this seizure skippable. You could pause it and then have no seizure, but unfortunately he missed it. You're more worried about the 32-second loss rather than the bolt? Yeah, see, the thing is, we can still world record, even though that happened. So I'm not too worried. That's fine. Alright, now we're going to show off this new weapon. This basically one-shots. When it wants to work, it one-shots most enemies. So this is going to be very good for us for killing these guys quick. Because of course we don't really have the weapons to deal with them. Because we've been weird. And we are refusing to get some rewards. And not only that, we shouldn't be doing this level yet, you know? This level's supposed to come, like, quite a while later. So the enemies are a bit too tough for us to handle. So the drumsticks come in very useful for that. And there is more technique with the drumsticks, we'll be getting into that later, true. For now, we're killing this guy with a crossbow. There is 2 of them. And we gotta get them both. We're constantly jumping so that we don't get knocked off the platform. Because yeah, you can see it keeps tilting. If you're not in the air when that tilts, you're going down for sure. You're going to die. He flies to the middle, we get him in the middle. And then we have to finish up the remaining guy. And that was perfect. Excellently done. So now we're gonna go up here, and I'm gonna collect 2 pieces of gold here, 2 gold chests. And here's the last 2 enemies for the chalice. Nicely done. And now you thought it was bad that I had to do that crazy jump and then clip in that room. Well, I have to do it again. That's the only way to get back to the chalice. Or at least the quickest way. And he's just kind of in the market for doing the quickest way. That's what he's fancying. We hit it, so it's fine. But of course, yeah, I gotta hit this part still. One slip up there and you're done. But he's got it. And there we go. Nicely executed. Enchanted Earth is a difficult level to get right, and it's a really good thing that we do it early in the run. Because yeah, those skips. Each time you fail it, 32 seconds last. And that can easily spiral out of control if you fail it like twice, 3 times. It's not good. Here we're getting the hammer. The hammer is actually worse than the club that we already have. But you do have to take the rewards to get the next one. With that said though, we will be using the hammer a little bit in some instances. Because the club is like the better version of the hammer. But it is limited in how many times you can use it. It's got that percentage meter. So sometimes we will use the hammer instead of the club. And there are instances like that in this very level. This is a very challenging level to get the chalice in. There are a lot of enemies to kill. So bear with us. The only way to kill these guys is to push them into the water. And the best way to do that is to dash into them. Here, there's a bit of a situation. 3 guys are going to spawn on this piece right here, and 2 guys are going to spawn on the one in the back. We want them all to spawn, of course. We want to get as much chance as we can, and there he is. But is he coming to my island? Yes, he is. Good, good. He can either go to my island or the place in the distance. We want him to come to me, of course. So now we've got all the enemies. At least I hope so. No, no, I didn't. In fact, look, here's the second guy. Here's the actual second guy. The first time he must have despawned because I went too far away. Okay, now we're gonna unleash this dragon. He's gonna help us out a little bit. Gonna help us speed up some of these kills. And we're using the hammer here to save that club percent a bit. Because club percent is going to become very important and crucial in a moment here. Within the next couple of levels. The dragon, as helpfully as he is, he can mess with us when we're trying to get these enemies. So you gotta watch out for that. The main reason why we get the dragon is for him to get these guys down here. While we're focusing on the green guys, the dragon can deal with the other enemies. And then sometimes you simply want the dragon to go away so I can do this efficiently. Sometimes you do. He lasts for a minute, the dragon does. And ideally you time it so that he's gone. And he gets the skeletons and then he goes. But that's difficult to plan. We got lucky there, we got both of the blue guys that spawn in. They are very difficult to deal with. We do not have ranged weapons that could deal with them right now. So we have to use melee, and of course they're flying, so it's very difficult to hit them. So we did get very fortunate there. Alright. I have a situation right here. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Yeah, okay. And then one more enemy, this guy. Oh, we got him. You see he was flying away, but we still got him. Very lucky. And that jump right there is crazy. That's probably a TAS only jump, but he still goes for it. It's a nice 5-second shortcut. Here we're intentionally dying, and then using the item after we get revived, and that lets us basically fly out to the exit and skip the cutscene. That's what's going on there. Trading a bottle for a little bit of time save. And my health is in really great shape right now. I like how it's looking. So we should be fine. This guy's going to give us some gold. We haven't really talked about it yet, but gold is important in this run. Coming up soon we're going to be using that gold quite frequently to make some purchases at the shops. Most levels have a shop, and we tend to visit the ones that are on the way, close by, and that kind of thing. Here we have the lake. This level is pretty notorious for having a difficult chalice to obtain. The enemies in this level take stupid amount of hits to kill, and they always block your attacks. But with these drumsticks, we're gonna be able to quickly one-shot them and run a bit of a weird route around the level. The fastest route, obviously, which is not necessarily corresponding to the normal routes. Alright. We have to stand by the eyes to get the enemies to spawn in. That is a mechanic you'll keep seeing throughout this level. Ah, missed. That's fine, it's fine. We got him with the second one, that's fine. I'm keeping a careful eye on my chalice percent right now to keep track of how many enemies we've got. So we can say, okay, we got them all and we haven't missed any, you know what I mean? I knew that was gonna miss, that's why I stopped moving altogether. That's fine. Doesn't matter too much. And we were talking about crazy jumps earlier, crazy daring jumps and leaps. This one's crazy. That allows you to shortcut past this gate. You're not supposed to be able to go here yet. And there we go, we got 90% chance. 2 more enemies to go. Bit of a weird camera angle there, but we made it work. And now we're not going to run back to the exit, we're going to do something a bit different. We're going down. We're going down so that we can go up. You'll see. Here's the exit. And I'm falling from the sky right now, and I actually got the half loop. So that saves me 8 seconds. That was a nice lick. I was falling down, and when I reached the bottom of the void, magically I hit the exit. Magically. So that's pretty good. This right here is the final weapon reward we're taking. This is the broadsword. The broadsword on its own kind of sucks, but you'll see it's got a percentage meter. It says 0% right now. And to get that to go up, you have to purchase a sword enchant at the shop. So that's what we're talking about in terms of using money. We want to keep enchanting that sword. That is the thing we're going to be doing. This could be like our main weapon. For the rest of this run, actually. We don't have the enchant yet, so we're going to have to use the club for a moment here. We're letting this guy intentionally steal our drumsticks. You might be thinking, why is he doing that? There is a reason. And you might be able to pick up on it in a sec. When I get to the shop. You might realize what just happened. The shop is in this room right here, about to get to it. Alright, putting the club away now because we're trying to hold on to that percentage. So right there I'm going to buy my sword enchant, and you also saw I bought the drumsticks. Turns out, if you get them stolen and then buy them back, you can get the full 30 drumsticks back. So this effectively allows me to get as many drumsticks as I can get stolen, you know what I'm saying? The more times I get them stolen, the more I get. And since it's a weapon that one-shots everything, that's kind of good. That's kind of crazy good. And we're going to be abusing that in a couple levels. Intentionally getting them stolen, and then going to the shop and buying them back. To restock. It's a great technique. Alright, we're almost done with Crystal Caves. It's gone very smoothly. And our HP is looking so good right now. Oh. He stole my weapon. See, you don't want them to steal your weapons in some cases. You don't really want that. Some crazy platforming right here. If you're a beginner, I wouldn't advise you do what I'm doing right here. It's not going to end well for you, trust. Alright, good Crystal Caves. So we were talking about the club percents. We're saying, okay, I've got to put my club away because I'm trying to save the percentage. There is a skip coming up in this next level. The hardest skip in the game, might I add. And it requires the club to do it. So I had to have enough club spare, you know what I'm saying? Not only that, we have to use the club in some of the future levels coming up to kill enemies. Alright, here we go then. This is the deciding point in the run. We gotta be able to do the skip. You can see we're one-shotting everything with the drumsticks. We're even one-shotting whole groups of enemies. It's great. Come on. Come on, give me this one. Give me it soon. You best give me it soon. Come on. There we go, there we go. So what do we do right there? We're using the club, we're hitting it against the wall. And with frame perfect timing and perfect angle, you can use that to clip through the wall. And now I have to do the same thing to get back out. There we go. And yeah, we don't have the dragon armor, which is necessary to get through there normally. We don't have this, because that would take ages to get, and we haven't exactly played the levels in the normal order. So this is actually the best way to do it right now. If you can pull it off quickly, of course. Which, I don't know if you could argue I did. It was reasonably quick. It was decent. I mean, the exit was great. So I'm happy with that. Alright, that's that. The hardest skip of the run out the way. That means we're in. Kinda rough. And the game doesn't let up. We're going straight into Haunted Ruins, which is another crazy level. We're going to be doing another one of those things where I fall off the edge. They're called level loops, if you didn't already know, if I didn't mention this. The reason for this is because we're looping down to the bottom of the level. You know, we get to the bottom and then it loops us back to the top. And that's where we're able to choose wherever we want to land, you know. But it's not exactly simple. Obviously, I can't see where I'm going while I'm doing this, so I have to kind of guess. So like right now, who knows where he is? I don't know where he is. But I know that if I press certain directions at certain times, I will probably land where I want to go. I'm thinking this is good. We should be landing right next to the button that will kill the farmers. I'm going to press the button intentionally, but then I'm going to go in this doorway, and that will cancel their death out. You know, it won't happen. Which solves that problem. I don't have to save the farmers, because I can do it that way. And now we're doing some crazy gameplay. gotta use the club for the flying enemies. And the drumsticks for these guys. We're quite fortunate because we do actually have a lot of drumsticks. So we're not gonna be running low. Like, it all depends how many you used in the previous level. And it's going pretty well, I gotta say. I'm gonna skip those 2 vials, you know. I'm gonna say today's the day where we skip those 2 vials. Because my HP is kind of good already. Of course, the more HP you have, the less you have to go out of your way to heal up. Or you could be crazy and say, okay, I don't have much HP, but I'm still not gonna heal up. And save some time. It's your choice. Loving the commentary, Timmy Runes. Welcome, man. Hope you are. Loving it, man. Don't you have to collect the dragon armor since it's 100% run? No, actually. You've only got to get the chalices. That's how you get the 100% ending. It isn't necessary to get anything else, only the chalices. That alone is how you get the 100% ending. Alright, we gotta carefully throw these here. Backwards, you know, we can't see where we're going, but we kinda know where the enemies are. And we got 1 more to get, because I skipped that skeleton, that's true. Skip the guy in the back that was too far away, and there he is. I'm gonna get this vial. I mean, this might be silly. I could have gone out of my way to get the double vial. And it would have taken the same amount of time to get that single vial, but hey. We'll do that next time. And we're gonna do the quit thing there as well, so we can save a second. Who needs to save the peasants? Actually, Mega. Our guy Dan has to. That's what he's trying to do here. He's trying to save all the peasants of Galloway. But if he can do a quick, cheap, kind of cheese way to do it, then he's gonna do that instead, because he's trying to save time. I mean, technically we did save them. We released them, and then we go in the doorway, and then they don't die by the fire. Because, you know, we release them, they go on fire, and then we say, oh no, what do we do? If they die, I can't get a chance anymore. Quickly go in and out of the door, and it's fine. Alright, here's Ghost Ship. This level's kind of crazy. They all are at this point. This is where we're going to be using the Enchanted Sword. We don't have much of it left. But luckily, and I don't know if you call that luck, like I know it's there, I planned this. Thankfully, there is a shop in this very room right here. So I can get it back to 100%. Before we continue on with the rest of the level. There we go, we've purchased our 100% sword. I'm going to drop down and get a new shield. There's a shield in this chest here. I think that's a good idea. Shield is basically extra HP, that's what that is. And it's always good to have extra HP in this one, man. Because they do crazy damage. Alright, we got that guy pretty quickly, and without taking hits, which is wonderful. We're intentionally going to drop down here because there's an enemy down here. And we are trying to get the chalice, you know. Nicely done. We are kind of getting away with missing that healing in Haunted Ruins, we are. If we don't take any damage from here, we'll basically be full by the end of the level. We're doing some insane jumps here. Actually mad to go for those, but here he is doing it. Nice, okay, shield's gone. And we basically took no hits. You can see my HP's climbing up. Doing really good. One thing we haven't talked about, whenever you run out of your health bar and you have to heal up another one, you are invincible for a little bit. So it's a great idea to try and purposely time that. Because then you end up losing less health overall. Oh. I just missed that jump. I mean, this game's kind of hard, so that's fair. That's kind of fair, and this run's been going really good, so something had to go wrong. Now our HP is going down. Now it's like way worse than it was a moment ago. I've only got 2 bottles instead of whatever I just had. And there is a boss in this level, but it's kind of slow to fight him, so we backtrack, we go get the chalice, and then I'll straight up go into level loop and land at the exit. It's a bit of a minor death. Every time you fall off an edge, you fall in water, it costs you 10 seconds. That's how much it costs you. We're probably more concerned right now about the health that it cost me. Because in a moment here, we have the second hardest level in the game. But right after this one's a chill one. This one's fine. Pretty short, pretty simple. And in this level, we're going to be getting our drumsticks purposely stolen so we can get some more, because we have kind of run out. And this is actually the last time we'll be getting them stolen. The room where you get them stolen is kind of tricky to execute right, because there's a bunch of thieves in there, and you have to give the drumsticks to one of them, and then not get your other weapons stolen by the other guys, and not kill the guy who has the drumsticks. It gets a bit chaotic. Here we go then. Okay, so he took my drumsticks, and that was so smooth. There we go. Easily killed the enemies. He's got my drumsticks. You can hear him down there. And then by the time I get to the shop, they're going to be available to purchase back. So now I have another set of 30. Exactly, Mega. Dodging cannibals, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Gotta be quick. Okay, here we go then. This is, I'd say, like the final challenge. The final challenge of the run. This is the final level, but because we're doing them in a weird order, I'm not supposed to be here yet. And we're not going to do this level in the intended way either. It's going to get a bit crazy. Bear with me. I've also got to do my best here to make sure my HP stays up. I'm going to take the shield here because you know how it is. Extra HP, important. There we go then. Did I just mess that up? I did. I just messed that up. That wasn't good. That was bad. That was dumb. Now I'm down in HP even more. Oh no. Well then. Let's see if we can even finish this round. guess I could go in the fountain for a second, get to the next bottle, and then at least I can survive a fall. Okay, so we're going directly here. Got a wedge set up to get there that works sometimes, not all the time. Yeah, I'm thinking go in the fountain. Brief time loss. Then I can at least survive a fall or a failed level up. It's probably a smart idea. Here we go, level up 2. There's 4 in this level, right? The most complicated level in the ROM. We have to hope that this one works. I'm doing 15 dashes up left, and then as soon as I see him, I'm gonna go down left. And we didn't quite get it, so we got one more chance, and yeah, I don't fancy the odds here with my HP. I don't. Not sure I do, you know. I think that was 15, it might have been 14 though. Okay, oh, guys, we made it. Yeah. As you can see, this run's very difficult, and yeah, a couple slips off the edge, suddenly you find you don't have the HP to continue. Even though I stopped to heal up in the fountain, which I wouldn't normally do. Crazy run, hope you enjoyed that. If you want to see more like this perform live, then make sure you follow me on Twitch.